I'm Daniel Gross, and this is The Number. It's one of our special year-end editions. My guest, Jonathan Miller, Matrix, one of the most authoritative real estate blogs, president of Miller Samuel, big New York appraisal firm. 2012 was, by pretty much any measure, and particularly by recent measures, a pretty good year for real estate.
For housing.
House prices rose, activity rose, foreclosures went down. More of the same in 2013?
I think more of the same, but then add a little bit more price appreciation, because one of the big characteristics of 2012 across the country has been the sharp decline in inventory, both in distressed inventory and existing inventory, and then we've worked off a lot of the new development shadow inventory. Okay. So the supply isn't being replaced. You're going to see, I think, more price appreciation simply because...
So prices go up, and that tends to stimulate more buyers and more sellers. So a higher level of transactions?
I'm not convinced that we're going to see a higher level of transactions. I think that we saw over this last year, we saw first-time buyers, the market share of them slip, even though rates have been falling fairly sharply to seemingly record levels every couple of weeks. So I think we're still kind of muddling along, but clearly better than 2012, but still not strong. And
interest rates, you think, will basically remain where they are?
I feel that mortgage rates are going to mirror what the Fed is, their sort of position that they're going to manage interest rates low through 2015. I think we have several years of low rates ahead of us, and that's part of the issue with the sales being level, is there's not a sense of urgency that we're going to lose these rates, that sellers are worried that buyers are going to lose the rate, and buyers aren't worried that they're going to lose the rate. Okay. It's not imminent.
Now, one of the, I think, signal stories of 2012 was this decline of failure, like falling bank failures, falling delinquency rates, the government kind of finally being able to say, all right, Fannie Mae and bailing out Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac has cost us this much, and from here on out, not necessarily smooth sailing, but they won't need any more money. But real estate is a world of acronyms. We have FDIC, HICVA, OMG, LOL, FUBAR. But we're going to have to learn a new one in 2013, you're saying, which is FHA.
Right. Yeah, FHA's in trouble.
That's the Federal Housing Authority.
Right, and their mission changed over the last couple of years, and what it got them into trouble. They picked up the slack when Fannie and Freddie got religion and pulled back their...
So Fannie and Freddie would finance anything in the boom. Basically said, we're going to have higher standards. We're not going to lend money to just anybody. We're going to require bigger down payments.
Right.
And the FHA said, we'll let you, only have to put 3.5% down, and less good credit, and we will lend to you.
And lo and behold, they went from about a 3% market share to almost 30%. And they had the same problems that Fannie and Freddie saw, which was fraud, people not being qualified. They became the quote-unquote lender of last resort, even though they're not a lender.
And so are we going to be talking about an FHA bailout in 2013?
Oh, I think so, and I think I would hope at least that we're going to see an escalation of lending standards through FHA, just at least get it up a few percentage, tighten the requirements a little bit, just because they're hemorrhaging.
Okay. Well, you heard it here. Next year's going to be good if you own a home, if you lend to people with money, but for the taxpayers, we are not yet out of the woods. Keep your eyes on the FHA. Jonathan Miller, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Daniel Gross, and this is The Number.